everyone, it's Brian here. I'm awake. Are you? If you're awake, you're waiting for the rapture happening moment. And can it happen any moment? Oh, it sure can. And look what's going on in this world. It's unbelievable. The rapture of the church, the catching away, the harpazo away of the church is about to happen at any moment. And everything is telling us it's about to happen in any moment. And that moment could be today. And how do I know it's so close? I'm glad you asked that question, because we're going to get right into it today. This is how I know it's going to happen any moment. Because it's stuff like this, like this. This is 7 Israel National News. Obama, aliens exist. Former U.S. President Barack Obama this week addressed the question of the existence of aliens and unidentified objects. They're real, but I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them, but they're real. Who knows if that's true? And then you got Spielberg's movie coming out this summer about disclosure. And now you got a former president of the United States telling us there's aliens are real. Why would he do this? I don't know. Maybe the rapture's about to happen. Maybe that's it. Maybe that there's a big lie that has to be said. Somebody's going to fib really bad. And the Antichrist is going to use this lie. Why did hundreds of millions of people just take off out of nowhere? Are they on an island somewhere? Are they in a vacay? I mean, where'd these people go? We can't find them anywhere. Hundreds of millions of them. I know exactly what. Aliens took them in a mothership, and they took them to another Earth-like planet, and we're going to be reprogrammed and brought back at a later date. And then we'll all be able to get along, and it'll be all kumbaya on the Earth. That's what's going to happen. That's the lie. The lie's being set up. Earthquakes are going crazy, right? Solar flares, AI. All this stuff, right? All this stuff. And now he comes out and says this. The lie is ready to go. It's on the shelf, ready to be taken off by the Antichrist to use to tell the world why we're gone. Now you got that going on, right? You got that going on. And then you got this. At the same time, this is on, what is this on? AllIsraelNews.com. Foreign Minister Gideon Sahar to attend the Board of Peace meeting in Washington in place of Netanyahu report. Let's see. The Board of Peace, formed under the Gaza Peace Plan, overseen by U.S. President Donald Trump and authorized by the UN Security Council resolution in November, will hold its first official meeting this week. Some Hebrew media outlets reported that with elections coming soon, Netanyahu may have preferred not to be seen on the board meeting, which includes a large number of Arab and Muslim nations that have not normalized relations with Israel. Think about it. He's going to sit on the Board of Peace with there's 20 now on the Board of Peace, and some of these nations, Muslim nations, on the Board of Peace, having their constitutions, having their writings to wipe Israel off the map, and he's going to sit on the Board of Peace across the table from these guys and talk peace. And one of these nations, Saudi Arabia, where did our 9/11 hijackers come from? That's another thing that has never been resolved. I'm not going down that conspiracy road. I'm not doing that. Well, it's actually not a conspiracy, but I'm not going down that road. My point is, he's going to sit across the table from these guys and make peace. The only peace that's going to come is when Jesus comes and sets up his kingdom. After the 7-year tribulation. But first the rapture. And then that 7 years. And then he sets up his kingdom. But that Board of Peace, I believe, is the foundation work for the peace the Antichrist will use to sign the covenant with the many in Daniel 9:27. I believe he'll use that Board of Peace and make a covenant with the many. It's not going to be Trump. We are not going to know who the Antichrist really is. We might guess and we might have theories, but we're really not going to know until we're gone. And then when we're gone, we don't know because we're not here. Hello? The world will know because he'll come out of the woodwork, this guy, whoever he is, he's behind the scenes right now, and he will set up he'll take that Board of Peace to set up a peace treaty with Israel, the covenant with the many, Daniel 9:27, which starts the 7th week of Daniel, the tribulation. So you got alien disclosures, you got the Board of Peace. That's just 2 of Bible prophecy. not counting the earthquakes, the wars, the rumors of wars, the technology, all this other stuff going on. I mean, this is significant. You can see God is putting the last preparations for the tribulation is being set up, the last details, because we're about to go. So he's setting up the tribulation. When we go, it just kicks right off. And look what's happening. The board of peace. And then you got aliens. The President of the United States saying there's aliens exist. Nothing to worry about these aliens. They're Nephilim. They're not extraterrestrial, these aliens. They're interdimensional demons is what they are. Nothing to be afraid of. You know, I hear stuff. Here I go. I'm going off. Just bear with me going off here, okay? If you don't want to hear it, just put it on pause. Go get a cup of coffee. I hear all this stuff out there on YouTube and other platforms about apocalypse this, apocalypse that. As the seal judgments are already started. We've been in the seal judgment. We've been going through this. We've been going through that. No, we haven't. Why? Because the covenant of the many has not been signed, and we're still here. That's why. The covenant with the many in Daniel 9:27, when that signature hits that paper, that starts the clock of the 7 years. But the rapture happens before that. So we're not in the seal judgments. We're not in anything like that yet. Believe me, if you're in the seal judgments, you'd know it. Okay? You would know it. Nobody have to tell you. And then I hear stuff, the 3 days of darkness. I'm not looking for 3 days of darkness. Me, myself, and I, and Brian, all four of us, we've come to the conclusion we're looking for Jesus to appear in the clouds at any moment. I'm not looking for darkness. I'm looking for the brightest light I've ever seen in my life to call me up. We're not told to look for darkness. We're told to look for him. We're not to be afraid of what's going on in this world. He wrote it down and told us what would happen, when it would happen, and how we know it would happen by Bible prophecy. That's why 1/3 of the Bible is Bible prophecy. He didn't leave us in the dark, no pun intended, about Bible prophecy. He didn't. So I see these things pop up, get questions about it. I don't see anywhere in Scripture it says we're going to have 3 days of darkness before the tribulation. And I don't really care because I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for him. I'm looking for my Savior, my Lord, to change his mortal body into immortality at any moment. 1 Corinthians 15, starting in verse 52 and down. That's what I'm looking for. And things going on around us every day, all this stuff, it should be perfect. This world events should be like water off a duck's back for a born again believer. It should be. Don't let it scare you. Don't let it wear you down. Hebrews 11. What were they called? Aliens. Though we're aliens. We're not extraterrestrials. We're aliens. Why? Because we don't belong here. This isn't our home. Aliens and sojourners. Hebrews 11. It says if they had a country they had come from, they would have an opportunity to return to that country. But it says they were looking for a city whose architect and builder is God, which comes down out of heaven. We're looking for heaven. I'm looking for heaven. Your saints out there that are the choir who watch this channel all the time, you're looking for heaven today. Heaven is literally going to come to you. One of these days, could be today, you could be having a really bad day, sick, cancer, depression, just aches and pains of this life. You're just, all of a sudden, you're changed. That's all gone. Next thing you know, without hesitation, you're lifting off the ground at light speed, heading to a light in the sky, who gets brighter and brighter as you get closer and closer and takes form. It's a man. It's a God man in the sky. It's the God man. It's Jesus in the cloud. And we're all coming to him. And he takes this huge, I said it before, he takes this huge group, this procession, this parade of born-again believers. The angels must be in awe when this is happening. Because the angels have never seen this before, what's going to happen at the rapture. Yeah, Enoch was taken up. Philip was translated to another spot. But not like this. Not with this many. The angels must just be in awe. And we all go with him through the galaxies, faster than the speed of light. In just a few moments, if that. Next thing you know, we're past all these heavens and we come to the heaven. The heaven. The one. We see this glow. It gets brighter. And next thing you know, it takes shape. It's a home. It's a home. And next thing you know, we're entering these gates. We walk in and we're just, our jaws drop. We got goosebumps over goosebumps. We some of us, probably all of us, I don't know, we fall to the ground and start crying and weeping and shouting for joy. And we look around in the hills, in the mountains, in the lakes, in the sky, and the air, and the animals, and everything. We're just taking it all in. We're blowing our fuse because there's so much to take in. And it hits us that we're there. We're there. We're finally there. We're there. We're never going to leave there again. Ever. What does the grass feel like under your feet when you step on it? You pick your foot up and it comes right back up. You take a drink of the water of the rivers. It's like, and it fills you with life and energy, because everything is life in heaven. Everything is energy because it comes from God the Father, and he energizes. He's the generator that runs heaven, his glory. And that glory that runs heaven is in you and in me. And the glory is about to come in the clouds in a moment to take us to glory. And that's the truth. That's what's about to happen. Are you ready? You better be. Because you're running out of time. Because he's about to come at any moment. And if I don't see you in the clouds, I'll see you next time. It's your brother Brian out. Bye-bye.